Alright guys, so usually when a new category leader has a leader skill where he gives like a 150% buff to the whole team, you know, with all the category as this Super Boo does, and then a lot of them usually have that secondary leader skill where they'll give maybe 50%, maybe 90% to usually the same type as they are. So like STR Super Boo here gives a 90% buff to extreme STR units. Now, for the most part, I wouldn't really recommend going for those units unless you really need to. But specifically for the purposes of this Boo team, I think STR Rose Goku Black is a phenomenal choice for this team because he gives 3 key and 50% defense to extreme type allies, which is a lot. You know, you combine this with some of the other good support type units on the Enhanced Transformation team, you know, such as Physical Kid Boo, or the Tech Perfect Form Cell, or the GT Perfect Cell. All those together with a lot of these powerful units, and you have the makings of a really nasty team. I actually really like the idea of Rose Goku Black on this team. I think he just helps the key flow a little bit better. I think with him on the team, and then maybe like Physical Kid Boo, at that point you are good to go. You know, you're going to have enough key pretty much for all rotations, and pretty much no matter what units you decide to use, right? You decide to go Cooler, Janemba, you know, Super Baby. You decide, you know, you want to get UI Goku on there. You want to get Evolution Blue Vegeta on there, or the Transforming Goku. Like, I feel like a lot of these options become very, very viable at that point. Okay, so here, let's get Rose an attack, since, you know, the basis of this video is about him on this team. It's not really about the damage he'll do or the tanking, but really just the support he provides to the rest of the team is really what I'm looking at. But of course, Rose does do extra damage on this Vegito Blue event. So even though his attack stat was only just barely above a million right there, he will do, you know, 2.6 million and absolutely disintegrate Vegito Blue. I actually really like the Enhanced Transformation category. I like what they did with it. I really like how we have a lot of units, you know, such as there's a lot of Frieza and Cell units who didn't really have categories before, but now they're going to work really well. All right, so we kind of had a little bit of a bad rotation right there. Again, that's where, you know, Rose would have helped out a lot right here. I'm just kind of trying something new with Cell and Kid Buu together in a rotation. I kind of tested out. I wanted to get up to, you know, past Harudegarn here on stage 6 of Boss Rush, and I've been kind of toying with it. I don't know, it's okay, but, you know, Cell and Kid Buu don't share any key links, but building the team this way does really help out one of the floating Super Boos, though. A lot of times, one of the Super Boos will be floating, and that does help them out tremendously. So here we go, boom, we got the Bay Android 21 transforming, we got Frieza transforming. Just a lot of really powerful shit going on. See, here's the thing, too. I just find these transforming units are just so much fun. Like, I have a lot more fun using transformation units than I do not using transformation units. So, you know, every new one that comes out, I do like building these teams full of these transforming units. And it's fun just, you know, the team slowly building up in power as all of these fuckers just start transforming like this. It's just a blast. Like, so, like, I can't wait to see transforming Vegeta, Trunks, Gohan. Like, we've got a million characters that do tons of transformations that I'm sure we're going to see, you know, implemented into the game at some point. Like, you know, for example, I do feel as though, you know, Piccolo fused with Kami is honestly probably a unit that would be worthy of like a Dokkan Festival exclusive, I think, or an LR. They really could do something interesting. You know, we saw how they did Piccolo fuse with Nail, and they made that, you know, an Extreme Z Awakening, a really powerful free-to-play card. Well, they could do something as well with Kami. Like, I'm sure eventually we are going to see the Piccolo fuse with Kami actually introduced into Dokkan. Maybe sooner rather than later, because we know that there is an LR Super Saiyan Vegeta coming at the start of next month. You know, what could there be an Android Saga category coming? Could we get a Cell Saga category coming? 2.33 from Super Boo right there, by the way. That's quite good. that's quite impressive by our boy Super Boo to hit 2.33. And then, boop, here we go. So this is what I'm talking about. Transformations for days. You know, I'm presuming that this enhanced transformation category is like every single transformation character is probably going to show up in here. The only one who is not actually on this team as of right now is, what's his name? Turles. But then again, like, Turles, you know, he just gets like a power buff from the Fruit of the Tree of Might, right? It's not really like a actual transformation. You know, like 21 really transforms, or Boo, or Blue Vegeta, or UI Goku. They're all actually having transformations. So I kind of like am not like upset or opposed to the fact that Turles is not actually even on this category. But like, you know, no matter what transformation units they release in the future, I'm sure they're going to end up on this category because this does kind of, you know, the enhanced transformation category. And that does raise the question, in the future, this could be another one of those teams where they could give us an alternate leader, so we could maybe run like a hero variant of the enhanced transformation category. Would work very nice. Okay, so this is the only thing. There's a lot of key on the field here, but I mean, I would have to put here. Let's go ahead and put Physical Kid Buu first. Then we'll have our boy LR Cell get a little bit more keys so we can get that 18 key super. This is a very strong rotation right here. Having Physical Kid Buu and Rose kind of together with LR Cell. Like, we're healing. You know, Physical Kid Buu is making it. Well, okay. Ooh, 2.8. That's very good. Physical Kid Buu is giving 50% defense. And STR Rose is giving 50% defense. Like, that shit is crazy. So, like, we were getting 100% extra defense on that turn from those units. Like, you know, there's just a lot you could do with this transformation team. I actually really like it a lot. Oh, you know who I have not? That just occurred to me because I was thinking, like, you know, if we've got a lot of overflowing ki, that means, you know, the team could sustain more LRs, but there is another LR on the team I could try out. LR First Form Frieza. I just sort of completely forgot about First Form Frieza because the transforming... See, that is one thing I do, like, it's very frustrating. Like, they gave us LR First Form Frieza, and, like, I had always been thinking, like, hey, you know what? LR First Form Frieza is not the best, but this is probably going to be, like, the best First Form Frieza card we ever end up with, right? You know, if they're going to release crazy, powerful Frieza cards, they're going to release, you know, Final Form Frieza and Golden Frieza. And then those fuckers turned around and released a Dokkan Fest First Form Frieza, pretty much killing LR Frieza, really. Like, once you've got that transforming Frieza, he is just way, 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 way too good at that point to sort of, like, not use. But now that I think about it, I think I am going to try and do a video, too, where we get LR Frieza on the Enhanced Transformation team. Jeez, I never even considered that. I think he would work really well, because the thing about LR Frieza compared to other LRs and free-to-play LRs is that LR Frieza has outstanding links. Like, he has got all the stuff you'd want. You know, Fear and Faith, he's got Legendary Power, Universe's Most Malevolent, Strongest Clan in Space. Like, you know, we could get a bunch of Frieza units on here, and he is going to work out incredibly well with, you know, basically the rest of the Frieza units that can be on this category. So, yeah, okay, so I guess, you know, for those that didn't get the Transforming Frieza card, you know, LR Frieza is very, very easy to get. And he's going to have a legendary campaign coming to Global very soon as well. Global is definitely going to get that legendary campaign very soon. And LR Frieza, you know, so everyone should be able to have LR Frieza at that point. Especially because when the LR Frieza campaign arrives, the Ginyu Force category gives you additional drops for that event. So, like, actually grinding it just goes by so much quicker. So yeah, LR Frieza, his links are Strongest Clan in Space, Universe's Most Malevolent, Thirst for Conquest, Big Bad Bosses, Fear and Faith, Legendary Power, and Metamorphosis. LR Frieza has, like, low-key has one of the best link sets for an LR, period. Like, he has perfect links. The only thing is, like, I would say, like, maybe let's take out Metamorphosis for like Fierce Battle or something, right? Because he's a Prime Battle LR, they usually don't get Shattering Limit or Fierce Battle. So that's the only thing with him that kind of is wonky. But like, man, they did not hold back when making LR Frieza at the time. That's why for a little while, like when LR Frieza first came out on JP, he was an outstanding unit. Like for real, for real. Okay, so if I do this, will this be enough for an 18-key super? I don't think so. I think we'll... No, oh, never mind. Psych? Yeah, it is. Alright, so Rose will be done right here, provided LR Cell can go ahead and get a crit. But, you know, so using the Enhanced Transformation team enough, I do like it a lot. You know, I think there's enough key. You've got the right number of units on here. I do think, you know, man, again, Boo Piccolo is like so disgusting in terms of Super Boo's transformations. If we were able to get that Boo Piccolo transformation to actually occur, like that would just completely change the game. But obviously we're not really ever able to get him to come out. So Buhan is still pretty good though. I've said it before and I still kind of stand by that. Buhan, something about him, he just seems a bit boring, right? Like, I don't know what it is. I feel like, you know, I do want to see a new Buhan in the game. I think we could still get, like, an actual proper, like, a Dokkan Fest upgrade Buhan card. Would not be a stretch whatsoever. Okay, woo! Alright, so this is going to be a pretty good turn. Will Android 21? No, okay, perfect. Yeah, let's let our girl Android 21 ball out right here. This might be one of the hardest I've seen her hit. Let's see, what does she get up to right here? 1.5, yeah, that's pretty damn good. That Physical Kid Boo buff is no slouch, because I think she can definitely hit probably a little harder on the Android category team with Android 21. And then, of course, having double Android 17 as leader, you know, giving the double 170% attack buff is just so much. But, like, Android 21 works fantastic here. Like, all these units transforming, like, you know, have not used any items, just very casually, just sort of going through boss rush right here with all of these healers. That, like, that's the thing. They've released so many healing cards of late, like, especially on villain teams. Like, you're just stacking the healing like crazy. But there we go, guys. Rose fits perfectly on this team. He's not going to be able to hit as hard here as, you know, other places. But the 50% defensive boost and 3 key to extreme types is just going to be so powerful. And then in these days, the Dokkan Fest bosses are usually not, like, lately they have not been immune to, like, attack lowering and stuff. So Rose, if you're fighting a super type boss, is going to be lowering their attack as well. So Rose is going to be very handy to have around on the Enhanced Transformation team. I do like that they made it so that he is a top tier option here. But that will go ahead and do it for today. Thanks y'all for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time.